Hey guys, it's been the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin. Thanks for joining me today. I just got back from Baltimore and I screwed up the joke already. I just flew in from Baltimore and boy are my arms tired. You know, why do a second take, honestly? So thanks to everyone who was able to join me in Baltimore. Appreciate spending some time and meeting some new people. Enjoyed the opportunity to go and cover a show as simply someone who covers the industry. For me, that's very exciting, something that I really enjoy doing. For all of those of you who hang out here with us, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for taking the time, hitting like, subscribing, and sharing. For those of you who oftentimes don't watch the talking head videos, consider starting to do it. I mean, there's more to coin collecting than just looking at open box videos. There's a lot more that you can learn by just hanging out in these when you look at the responses and chats that people bring. And today's topic is something that's kind of special. It's just talking about coin collecting and being able to kind of hit some target goals. And so I was thinking about this the other day because I was talking to a friend who was going hunting. And when you go hunting, you have an idea of what you're looking for, but also you don't really know what you're going to find, right? You don't know exactly what's out there, and you don't know what you're going to have a shot at, right? And so the same thing is true in general with coin collecting. When you collect coins, you have ideas of what you're looking for, but every coin is different. And so, of course, you don't get to necessarily choose what you're going to be shooting at. Now, I'm going to be talking about eliminating some, of course, the modern coins, because when you're looking for an American Silver Eagle or a Libertad, you're probably going to be looking at coins that look similar, toning aside, right? I mean, you're looking at coins that generally are going to have a very similar look. But if you're collecting just about any other coin that's 50 years old or older, they're all going to vary quite a bit. And so what I'm talking about today is having a plan on two fronts. One, knowing what the parameters are at, right? So when you're hunting, you already know whether or not you're going to shoot at a certain thing because of, well, it's the wrong thing, right? Like I don't buy world coins, I only buy United States coins. Therefore, I have narrowed it down, right? I know it's elk season, I'm not shooting at anything else but elk. So you can start to narrow things down in coin collecting just like that, but also very specifically the size and, this is where I'm stopping the hunting analogy because then y'all know how much I go hunting. Okay, so, but when it comes to your coin collecting, hunting, when you're out there looking around and enjoying the journey, you have to have the parameters of what you're not going to buy. Knowing what you're not going to buy is really important. That helps you understand. It really helps you focus, right? The more things you can eliminate when you're looking for coins, the better. So some people have eliminated grading companies. They say, I'm only going to collect coins in this company's holder. That's how I'm doing things. And it really helps you when you go shopping, when you're looking around and you're at a show, you can really quickly say, well, I'm looking for Carson City dollars, NGC graded only. I need to know them with a star. Or I'm looking for stars. So you can really specify what you're looking for, and that helps you not spend a lot of time hunting in the wrong places, right? So you don't want to go where there aren't any elk if you're hunting elk. And in the same way, if you go to a dealer and you just start looking through the showcase at everything that he has, that's very different than if you can just say, hey, I'm looking for this, this, or this. And so the most productive interactions I have at coin shows is when a person I don't know comes up to me and says, hey, I'm looking for, and they've got a very specific idea of what they're looking for. And it's easy for me to say, look at this coin, or I don't have that. And that saves both of us time so I can help a different customer and so that they can move on to the rest of their hunt so that they can go and find what it is that they're looking for, right? So the narration here goes that you want to be as specific as possible. So you want to have eliminated as many things as possible, be as specific as possible about the things that you're looking for. Now, having said that, I want to get into coin budgeting. All this comes to mind from, when I'm off of two shows, I just think a lot about the coin hunting process, the coin buying process, and how so much of it is online, and yet the online atmosphere ain't great, really. It's not the same experience as going to a local coin shop or coin show and being able to look at a lot of different stuff and see what's out there. The other aspect, of course, outside of knowing what it is you're looking for specifically as the item goes, is, of course, the price point. This is where we've got to have that conversation about a combination of budgeting and how bad do you want it? Like, how bad do you want the coin, right? So you cannot buy more expensive coins if you keep buying the cheaper coins. And I'm putting it that way because everyone's price point is different, right? I got people that they buy lots of $5 coins and then they can't afford a $100 coin. And of course, for every $25 coins you buy, you could have bought a $100 coin. And so there's that. There's the element of, okay, let's go ahead and eliminate some of the cheaper things so we can buy that nice thing. Can you buck the American system of just buy what you want every time and have no discipline and actually withstand the temptation to buy everything you see that you like so that you can buy the coins that you really, really want? And this goes true for guys that are buying $50 coins and say they can't buy a $500 coin. That math works all the way up, all the way up. And so if you want a $100,000 coin, you might have to wait a long time if you're only buying $50 coins, right? That's an extreme example. But for most of us, there's always that like next level up that we think we can't afford. And yet, if we would take a look at some of the purchase patterns we have, we could probably afford that next level up coin. Also, there is the coin collection curation. This is when you go ahead and you go through your collection and you look at stuff that maybe you have duplicates of, or maybe there's a coin that you just there's something about it now that you just don't like anymore. This is the type of thing where you can go ahead and start eliminating some coins from your collection so that you can go ahead and buy that more expensive coin that you have your eyes on, right? And generally speaking, I think it's a good idea that if all of your coins are relatively inexpensive, whatever that number is, that you have one coin or two coins that really just stand out. And price-wise, like force yourself. Listen, a lot of coin collectors are cheap. I'm just saying it's a thing. Okay, I know the type. It's good to go ahead and buy the more expensive coin. Just once or twice in your life, just go ahead, get rid of some of that other stuff. Have you seen what silver's at? Y'all know what's going on out there, right? I mean, so this video might not age well, or maybe I'll be Nostradamus, I don't know. But, do you have a bunch of old US dimes that you bought at a quarter each that are now worth a couple bucks each? That adds up. It really does. If I can go back to my hunting analogy, during COVID, the price of ammo went sky high, and all the guys that I know that are enthusiasts, most of them have more ammo than they will ever use. They go shooting once every 3 years, and they've got all this ammo. I'm like, dude, you should sell your ammo and go get that gun that you always wanted, and did they? Well, a couple of them did. Same thing here. Like, take the advantage you've got now. If you've accumulated silver or gold, then you want to put it into a collector coin, go ahead, move that stuff out. What are you going to do to enjoy your hobby, right? What can you get rid of? What can you move on to? And by the way, this is, speaking of silver, this is kind of a side note, which is, now a lot of guys that I know, actually, they're pretty good at kind of picking up stuff at yard sales and flipping stuff, whether it's coins or jewelry. It doesn't take too long to learn how to buy this type of stuff, silver flatware, from estate sales. Believe it or not, I never get silver at estate sales. Now, I don't go to a lot of estate sales, but I will say I was dropping my daughter off for something she had to do on a Saturday morning, and I had a couple hours to kill, and I saw an estate sale sign, and I went. It was right around the corner, and there's a whole bunch of flatware. And I looked through it a little bit, and I found a couple pieces that I knew were silver, and the rest of it was not. I'm like, okay. So, but the silver paid for everything. So my point about this is, of course, it pays to get lucky, but also if you're not looking, you're not going to get lucky, right? If you're not working at it. Buying and selling stuff on the side to fund your hobby is something that you can also do. In other words, for me, I have a business. It has overhead and everything. We provide a service, and it helps pay everyone's life, right? Like, it pays for all of the overhead, the taxes, the insurance, the building, just like, all the employees. This is like pays for stuff, right? It just kind of turns. But if you're going and, maybe you don't have a lot of money in your budget, but you can start with a small amount of seed money, sell some stuff off, you can pretty easily buy some stuff at yard sales or wherever you go if you know about them and turn it into something more. So in other words, usually if you can buy this stuff at yard sales and it's silver, you end up getting a pretty good deal on it. Little spoons like these they're going to be $10 to $12. I mean, what you can get for them from a store, something big and hefty like was over $50. Like this guy here, but he's also pretty heavy. So who knows what silver will be next, but mind you, you can probably get, 65 to 75 cents a gram for this type of stuff. My point is that you start with like something and you spend 20 bucks and the next thing you know, you've got 50 bucks or 100 bucks and then you keep reinvesting it and building up your war chest, right? Doing things on the side. And also, if we're talking about budgeting, there's also cutting out the morning breakfast shake from Dutch Bros. I'm just saying, like, for some people, they have addictions, they have problems. I don't know anyone like that, but, it could be you. So, but if you want to move towards a goal of buying the more expensive coin, what other lifestyle choices can you make? And that does not mean you cut out date night with your wife. No, that's not what that means. No. We want your wife to enjoy the fact that you collect coins, and we want you to be able to collect coins. Okay, we don't want there to be a moratorium on you. All right, this could be a very, very bad hunting lesson after all. So at the end of the day, guys, there's this is a great hobby to enjoy. Take some time to sit out and plan a little bit towards your next coin purchases. A little bit of effort in some of these areas can go a long way to helping you buy the coins that you'd like and curate a collection that you really enjoy. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.